Hello, everyone. It's good to see you all this week. So here we are. I know that many of the parts of the UK are either experiencing or imminently facing reduced restrictions in our way of life, um, and that may feel, as it did earlier on in the year, as an additional layer of restriction, prevention, limitation in your life as a survivor of stroke or other form of brain injury. And it's against that sense of confinement and restriction that working with a flow state of mind becomes all the more important, where wherever you are, you can feel part of something bigger than yourself, part of something that uplifts you and takes you to a freer sense of self-experience and experience in your body. And this is what we do here in our sessions. We use the state of flow, flowing in the sequences, in the movement, flowing in the breath, and maybe flowing together. Maybe we're all doing this at similar times, either watching this session as it goes out at 4 o'clock or at a point in the week. Maybe across the week, there are lots of people flowing and breathing and moving in this way. And that's a wonderful thing. And I think that's something that is always available to us, no matter where we are, no matter how limited we feel in our situations, in our bodies. So there's always an option for movement and flow. As you know, as we always explore alternatives to moving in the Tai Chi sequences, be it one side of your body, both sides, standing, seating, doing it for a short amount of time, longer amounts of time. There are always different ways into that flow state of mind. So with all of that borne in mind, we're going to go into a bit of a mashup of a sequence today and next week. We're going to take all of the building blocks from the previous sequences we've been working on all year and since July and start to put them all together. Yeah. And just let the movements and the experience evolve over a period of 20 minutes or so. We're going to do the same next week, and then that will leave us about 5 to 6 weeks to look at a new sequence just before Christmas, running up to Christmas. All right, so let's have our usual warm up. So both hands are able to interlace them, stretch them up. One arm's available, stretch that arm, that's available up to you. Twist to one side. Change side, twist to the other side. Come back, release the hands, reach one hand and the other for side to use. One arm's available to you, lower and reach, lower and reach. Try and find extension and lift on the other side of the body if possible. Come down, one or both arms down to the side. Bring them down on your lap. Look to one side. Change sides. Look straight ahead. One ear to one shoulder, gently. And then slowly and gently to the other side. Come back to the middle. And circle the chin from one shoulder to the other. And come out to the middle. Now roll the shoulders up to the ears and back. Right. And reverse, and roll the shoulders up to the ears and forward. Great. Take one arm and bend the arm and circle it backwards. And forward. Now, if the other arm is available to you, you're going to do this on the other side. And if the other arm isn't available to you, can you sense the shoulder movement? Can you find some movement in the chest? The main Tai Chi focus is the trunk of the body, not the limbs. You find some movement there, some attention. Circle the other way. You find some movement in the trunk on the side that's not so responsive. Alrighty. Take one arm across the body, get on the chair, hold the side of the chair, and use that to lift up and twist to one side. Come back round. The other arm's elbow, you're going to cross over the body, take the other side of the chair and twist. If that's not available, you can use the same arm, leave it on the other side. Come back to the middle. Great. All right. Lower half of the body now. We're going to lift the heels of one or both feet up and down. Heels of one or both feet up and down. Once more. Up and down. I'll lift the toes of one or both feet up and down. Toes up and down. Once more up and down. One leg, you're going to lift the knee to lift the foot off the ground. Maybe you can circle the toes one way and then the other way. And then extend that leg down. The other leg available to do the same. If not, can it be brought up with some assistance? And maybe just bring it up and down and extend if that's an option. Alrighty. It's time to get into our sequence of flowing movement. First, we're going to put our hands on our belly and start with the most important movement of all, and that's the breath. So think about that balloon in the belly, breathing in through the nose. To fill that balloon up, expand that belly, breathing out through the nose and mouth. Let the balloon shrivel up. Breathing in, balloon expands. Breathing out, the balloon shrivels up. One more time. Good. Now we're going to start to circle our hands on our belly. If one hand's not so responsive, sandwich that in, have the better hand on top. Circle the hands on your belly one way. And change direction. Keep that focus on the deep breath in, deep breath out. Now maybe we're going to move the whole body in a circle from our bum cheeks, from our hips, circling one way. Fueled by that deep, slow breath. And circle the body the other way, the whole body from the hips upwards. If both arms are able to, I want you to lift them up like this, so like you're holding 2 plates. If one arm is able to, just use that arm extended. So one of both arms, and you could start this seated or you could be standing, whatever you feel like today. Both are completely fine, whatever's available to you today. We're going to start just by slow rotation from one side and the other. So just go with what's right for you. If you're struggling with balance, dizziness, there are some options here. So if there's no problems with balance or dizziness, what I want you to do is track hand that's moving back with the eyes. Then when you change direction, bring the gaze to the middle and then turn the head to track the other hand that's moving backwards. Nice and slowly. Now, if you have problems with dizziness and balance, you can keep the eyes forward and then just move the body from side to side while staying forward at a fixed point. Or you might want to just try and experiment with slow, very slow head shift. See what feels right for you. Don't push yourself to any state of discomfort, which, as we've been exploring, is not Tai Chi. Wherever you are, maybe start to speed this up a little bit of a flow, moving up side to side. And you could be tracking the back hand, shifting the head, stay looking forward, whatever's right for you. Warming up and twisting from the lower back and the hips. Maybe let the arms go floppy. Keep moving the trunk. If you're standing, you might just let the arms as if they're completely inert, let them come to their own paces as we focus on the trunk of the body, side to side, waking the body up. So remember, in Tai Chi, it's this center line here. Yeah, center line. The arms and the legs are ripples from what we do in the trunk of our body. Okay. Now with the body woken up, alignment, start from arm movements up and down. From our 18 sequence that we did. Could be both arms up and down. Could be one arm up and down. Could be seated. Could be standing. Moving from the shoulders, elbows, wrists down, shoulders, elbows, wrists, shoulders, elbows, wrists, shoulders, elbows, wrists. Think of that ripple from the core, from the trunk, coming out through the arms or arms. Okay, changing it, the palms face each other, opening out, coming back, down, up, face each other, out, back, down. One, palms face each other, out, back, down. One arm brushing up, face your midline, out to the side, back to your midline, down. Standing. So whichever version is right for you. Could be a standing kind of day for some, or a sitting kind of day for others. Or a sitting kind of day is every day for others. Wherever you are, find the flow on both arms, on one arm. The most important movement, remember guys, is that breath. Breathing in and out. Breathing in, arms come up. Breathing out, back down. The next movement, arm or arms up high, palms facing each other. Swing like a branch in the wind. It's a windy day here in Oxford. Seeing the branches moving about on the top of the trees. Or maybe you're at a sports match, holding a scarf with your team. Remember one arm, two arms or one arm. Standing version. And then we're gonna open down, open out, round, pull up in the middle. Breathing in, breathing out, open, down. Carrying the tiger up the mountain. One arm circling out, coming up the center line, circling out. Two arms mirroring both sides, crossing, opening, expanding, crossing, opening. Maybe bend the legs, come down, keep the back straight, don't bend forward. Now, both arms, palms facing each other. We're gonna lean forward, circle down, across, lean up. Standing or seated. Show you the seated one in a minute. Seated. Breathing in as you come up. Breathing out as you go down. One arm version. One more this way. Coming up to the top, and then we shift the momentum Other way, circle other direction. One more. Good. Come up to the middle. Now lean back. Push forward. Back. Push forward. Breathing in. Breathing out. One-handed version, but have that intention. Other side. Both shoulders come forward. Both shoulders recoil. Standing. Feel on the spot. You might want to experiment with one leg forward. So you're rocking back on the heel, toes down, toes up on the front leg. And then after a while, change feet, other foot forward, pushing forward, rocking back, lift the toes of the front foot, forward, back, lift the toes, lift the heel of the back foot, lift the toes of the front heel of the back foot, or staying on the spot. Find the movement while rooted on the spot. Scooping down, lifting up, arching the back, scooping down, lifting, maybe doing it over one leg, down, doing this over one leg, seated, standing with one leg forward, bending down, arching back, scooping down, arching back, scooping down, arching back. We change legs. If you're seated, you're going to angle your body over the other knee, standing, other foot forward, scooping down, arching back. One arm, scooping down, up, back. Good. Forward. One arm up, one arm pushing down. Breathe in, twist to the side. Come back. Change hands, or one arm there, push it down as you twist to the other side. The arm goes up, one arm goes down, twist to the side. Remember the breath, guys. Breathing into the side, breathing out to the middle, breathing into the side, breathing out to the middle. Once more. Circle, out, circle, out. Hands forward, breathing in, look to the side, thumbs out. Breathing out, look to the middle, look to the side, to the middle. Standing or seating all the way through. Now, snake movements we were doing the last few weeks. Coiling towards your center line, one arm. Breathe in, breathe out. Change hands, maybe to coil the other arm, or maybe the shoulder on the other side, circling around. So exploring how this movement comes from our belly. Not a question of moving the arms, it's the whole body coiling out. A ripple from the belly through the shoulder, the elbow, the wrist, the arm. Change. 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 And shift. A hand circle. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Once more, breathing in. And out. Coming to the last few sequences here. Circle the hand, cloud hand. Circle one hand. And if available to you, an arm. Not the arm, is it the shoulder rotating, side of the body rotating to one side? Whatever allows you to get the most of you into that state of flow. And for those who've been exploring both arms together, alright, punches, just squeezing the hand, keeping the arm, the shoulder relaxed. Both fists alternating, or it could be one arm coming back, leaning the shoulder, circling the shoulder, same arm coming out, round back, shoulder of the other side. One more each side. Good. Hands on your belly. Bring them round to your kidneys at the back. Arch your back, look up a little bit. Then fold forward. Bring your hand or hands down the outside of the leg, down the outside of the foot. Bring them up the inside of the belly. round, lean back, look up, fold forward. Once more, round, look up, fold forward. And then this one to rock, heel, toes, heel to lift the heel, lift the toes, lift the heel, lift the toes. There's a rocking of the body with forwards and backwards. And start to slow everything down. Bring what's moving to a point of stillness. Hands on your belly. Close your eyes. Still notice there's still some movement inside, even as our body stops on the outside. Just let that movement come to a point of stillness in its own time. Last movement of the body is the breath. In and out, where we started today, where we always start. And we always finish, but there's never finish. Just keep breathing. Life-sustaining, life-nourishing breath is always with us. Keep your eyes closed. Either rub your hands together or rub one hand on your stomach to get some heat. And then place one or both hands over your eyes. Slowly open the eyes in the darkness. And when you're ready, bring your hands down. Thank you guys. Thanks for joining me this week. I'll see you next week where we're going to do another flow session like this before we learn our final set of new moves of the sequence in this year, taking us through into December. So stay well, stay safe, still find those opportunities for flow, movement, freedom, even in time situations where it feels like you're surrounded by constraints and limitations. Thanks guys, take care.